Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys why Black Panther needs a nerf, rework, or whatever you want to call it, but effectively it would serve as a nerf. So, and it's a really quick thing. It's gonna be a very short video of why he's overpowered, and people refuse to accept it, and the things that can be done to put him in line with other characters. The first thing that is going to be real quick is this is egregious. I don't have to hit you to hit you. Okay, that's egregious, but that's not the worst part. The worst part of his kit is this right here. I can miss this by a mile and do damage. And it's so egregious that I miss it by a mile. I miss this. I miss it by, it's 5 meters. I miss it by a mile again, and then miss another dash, and I get the kill. So you technically don't have to be accurate or hit someone in regards to your aim to kill them. That is what's egregious about him. Missing this by a mile is egregious. Like, you have to almost try to miss this. That's egregious. It's extremely unfair. And then the speed that it takes to fire these back to back is the speed that it takes to kill someone. Because that's the determining factor to kill a 250 health hero. So I'm gonna throw one spear, and then I'm gonna see how long it takes to throw the next spear immediately after. 1/1000 a second. So it's the mechanical skill on the player that determines how fast it takes to kill a 250 health target. So if you one of these super twitchy players and you can spear dash, spear, turn spear instantly, that's about a second and a half to instantly delete 250 health. That means realistically it gives the person that you targeting almost no time to react. That's what's egregious about Black Panther. And I'm gonna give you a quick example of a character that if they was to do something like that, people would be outraged. If Spider-Man webs, I don't have to hit you. I can miss by a mile.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
If I'm missing like this and I'm getting a hit, people will be enraged. People would absolutely be enraged if I can miss Spider-Man web clusters. If Spider-Man mains can miss the web cluster by a mile and it gets effectiveness. Spider-Man combo is a lot harder to confirm by a lot. You know, if people has an issue with that, and Spider-Man have his own issues, but back to Black Panther. That realistically, we can all agree that is absolutely egregious, that I don't have to touch you. I don't have to hit you with any part of my kit besides my kick dash, which is the most fair out of everything in this kit. This kick dash is the most fair. And that's his worst ability, by far. And I think it's his worst ability because it's the most fair ability, to be honest with you. Now, outside of that, what can be done? Well, maybe if he hits you with the spear and then you get the vibrating explosion and stuff, maybe that's fine. Because if I'm missing the spear and I'm not rewarded for missing the spear, it changes the dynamic of how you have to play him. Oh, I have to hit you with my spear to get my explosion, to get my reset. If I don't hit you with the spear, I can't play the game. That's different. That's fair. I like that a lot more. I like that significantly more. Maybe his dash need to have a little bit more damage or something like that. Maybe he would need a little bit extra damage to make sure that he's actually rewarded for doing that. Maybe. Or consequently, you can just give him 2 charges of the dash with no resets. Take all the resets out of his kit outside of his ultimate. If he can't reset, he become a different player. You know, maybe he still can spear dash like this, but now he's done. He's totally done. He can't spear dash. He can't spear dash. Here we go, hold on. He can't hit multiple people, dash, spear. He can't do that goofy shit. You know, which I think players like. But hey, like we have to do something to change the dynamic of I don't have to hit you to kill you. Like, it's a crazy thing. I'm not a Black Panther main, so I will miss these, but the players that have dozens, hundreds of hours on Black Panther are not missing dashes like that. And then it makes the skill divide even more clear, so the community be like, yo, Kakarot or whatever these guys' name is that's going crazy on Black Panther is well deserved. Right now what they're doing is they're just mechanically having an advantage because you don't have to hit nobody. You don't have to hit nobody. I don't have to hit you at all to get maximum effectiveness. Or what if you miss and the miss don't do the damage that it needs to do? It don't do all this fucking damage. What if the miss does 10 damage and the hit does 4 damage? So now when you spear dash with an actual hit, you get the 4 damage to be able to kill. You know, any type of suggestion like that is warranted, but that, oh, Black Panther not OP, he's not that good. I don't care if you can hear him coming. I really don't care about that. No one cares about hearing him coming. It helps, but that's the issue right there. Make them have to do extra shit to secure the kill, or make them have to be more efficient and accurate with actually their abilities to get the kill. Because as he stands right now, he's egregious. It's a reason why people want to ban him and not ban like a Spider-Man or not ban a Magic, because this is egregious. Like, and it's nothing no Panther main can say, no player can justify that justifies this right here. And the damage that it do. It does exactly enough to kill 250 health targets. And then let good Black Panther mains tell you need to be swiping. And you get some extra damage that way as well. So it's things that need to be done to him to make him more in line with other characters in a roster to create a situation where he's fair. As it stands, Black Panther needs a rework. He's overpowered significantly. Even though it's players out there that can deal with him, that's fine if it's players out there that can deal with him and change their play style and be hyper aware. But again, you could say this about the best Spider-Mans in the world, the best Moon Knights and Punishers and Magics. Any character, Wolverines, you can say, oh, well, all you gotta do is be hyper aware where they are and that'll solve the problem. No. That solves a portion of a part of the problem, but that does not solve the problem. That does not solve the problem. I have not been even how to play this game at all. But again, you know, we have to understand where the problem lies. And even like, you know, you have to practice on being able to land this. You can't just land this for free. Yeah, you know, well, maybe that is kind of free, but it's still better than how free Black Panther is. 5 meters is ridiculous. Like, not coming close to hitting somebody and still getting benefit is literally ridiculous. That's all I had to say about Black Panther. Hopefully he gets a fair rework and allow for good Black Panthers to actually display their level of skill in a fair setting. Until then, you know, don't let these people tell you Black Panther is an OP. Don't let these people tell you Black Panther is broken. He's totally broken. He's totally OP just because of this spear right here. This is the main part that's egregious, and I'm not going to give anybody nothing for saying that this right here takes skill. This is not a skilled thing. It takes skill when they're hitting flyers with it. Yeah, that's skill. But this right here, no way, Jose. No way. All right, I'm out. I'll start uploading a little bit more, but again, egregious. Egregious.